पता नहीं गेम कितना बड़ा है। आई होप ये कुछ 2-3 पार्ट में ख़त्म कर सकता हूँ मैं, या मे भी एक पार्ट में मैं सब कुछ डाल दूँ।
A few weeks after that dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Somebody's coming!
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. First, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Coming!
Get ready, boys.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
ओह ये अच्छा था, ये अच्छा एनिमेशन था। एमो ले लो। यार राइफल बढ़िया है वैसे, बट मुझे खेलने में मज़ा आ रहा है ये रिवॉल्वर के साथ।
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
मैंने मिस कर दिया यार। अच्छा किल हो सकता था, पता है? मैंने सोचा नहीं था वो लोग डालेंगे उसमें। ओ एक सेकंड, स्केल रेजर पे डालूं? ये आई थिंक इसमें से कोई भी एक चूज करना सही रहेगा। हाँ ओके चलेगा। राइफल एमो कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज किया तो बढ़िया है। बहुत स्किल्स है यार इसमें, बट आई डोंट थिंक गेम इतना बड़ा है।
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Oh.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
आई थिंक क्लियर हो गया यहाँ पे। अब यहाँ पे कौन है? मुझे इस गेम का ये भी अच्छा लगा कि इतना भी इजी नहीं बनाया उन्होंने शूटिंग। लाइक थोड़ा तो एफर्ट डालना पड़। वो क्या? अरे ये लोग तो शील्ड लेके आ रहे हैं। मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ ये हिल कैसे रहा है। एक से मेरे को हंसी भी आ रही है वो देख के। नहीं उसके पीछे कोई नहीं है। वो ये थोड़ा स्मार्ट है। ये थोड़ा स्मार्ट है। रुक 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 इसको थ्रू देते हैं अपन। हाँ लग रहा है नहीं अच्छा नहीं वो बॉस फाइट है क्या ये? अरे हाँ मेरे पास ये है ना। आ जा उसमें जा।
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
ओह ये भी इंटेंशनली था भाई। बच गया शायद मैं वहाँ पे। ध्यान से चलना पड़ेगा। मैं सही भी जा रहा हूँ? राइफल ही रखते हैं यहाँ पे। अरे नहीं यार ऑल टैप क्यों हो जाता है गेम बीच बीच में?
Patience.
मैं गिर जा भी। बच गया पता नहीं क्यों।
I'm painting a
उसमें alt tab
picture
हो जाता
here.
है।
There was this
शॉटगन है
beautiful
यार बट
waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant
राइफल
valley that
बहुत
was
बेटर है यहाँ
truly-
पे।
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a
Damn.
last stand.
मस्त लग रहा है गेम बट यहाँ से व्यू बहुत बढ़िया लग रहा है। इतना शांत लग रहा है ना। इतना शांत नहीं था ये गेम इतनी देर तक। एक से देखूं मैं सही जा रहा हूँ कि नहीं। ये साइड है। अब इतना है वो है ना मेरे को लग रहा है कुछ
and his compadres took off into the
difficult
lumber
part
yard,
आने वाला है।
and I followed after.
चेक पॉइंट। ये भी मस्त है जैसे वो इंट्रोड्यूस कराते हैं।
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly
वो
Bill's
दिखा
nature.
मेरे को उसका हेड दिख रहा है।
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open. Time to dance with the
ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा मुझे यहाँ पे। कहाँ गया ये? कहाँ गया ये? ये तो सच में स्नीक कर रहा है उस पे। जो आवाज आ रही है उसकी। ये हाइड कर रहा है या कोई बग है? ओ देख कुछ तो हिला ना यहाँ पे। कुछ तो हिला यहाँ पे। नहीं अरे हाँ यही पे एक सेकंड। हाइड एंड सीक तो तू खेल रहा है। इसको पहले मार। यही पे था ये। आवाज आ रही है मुझे यहाँ पे इसकी। नहीं अब थोड़ा annoying लग रहा है हाँ कि क्या कर रहा है. तो इस पे चढ़ते हैं. रैंडमली आके वहाँ पे छुप रहा है और थोड़ा सा उसका ये भी दिखा रहा है. एक शूट करता हूँ तो कोई आता ही है इनका.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Ringo. ये वाला पार्ट जो मुझे इतना अच्छा नहीं आता.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
नहीं 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 नहीं. अच्छा कर रहा है पैर में.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
डायलॉग ऐसे खत्म क्यों है बीच में? Oh.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Find the mine entrance.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous?
मैं रैंडमली डाल रहा हूँ ऑनेस्टली बोले तो.
As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine. Besides, George is up there on the rocks with that rifle of his.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Oh, कौन मारा? Oh, यहाँ पे है क्या? यही तो होगी माइन. पता तो नहीं रहा यहाँ पे.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves, killers, robbing travelers, and hijacking gold shippers.
क्या मैं यहाँ पे jump
Like
कर सकता हूँ?
those that
एक बार try
ran
करता
with
हूँ, ठीक है?
Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed.
नहीं नहीं नहीं. Bad idea. Bad idea भाई, बहुत गंदा idea
Charlie
भाई.
Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Ranger. शॉटगन यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा काम आएगा. थोड़ा और क्लोज आते हैं. डायनामाइट ही फेंके जा रहा है.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense.
पूरे दिन
Luckily, I
देखा ही
was
नहीं.
never one
देखा ही
to
नहीं मैंने.
easily
देखा मैं
bushwhack.
उस पे था मैं. Shits.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to Kingdom Come. With all that
इतना
gunpowder
सारा
and dynamite
dynamite.
everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
This. You can't hide forever.
भाई क्या मैं यहाँ से जा सकता हूँ?
You ain't beefing me.
प्लीज यहाँ पे मत शूट करो.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb. I freely admit my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
भाई अरे नहीं
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
मुझे लगा वो कट सीन है अभी खत्म हो गया बट
Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
अच्छा ये पार्ट ऑफ द ओके
It was a long way around, but that approach
Wait,
seemed
wait,
more
wait.
sensible at the time.
वही सोचू मेरे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं था ऐसे ही मार दिया मुझे तो क्या ये वैसे लॉन्गर कॉम्बोज अच्छा लग रहा है
Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith. Which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
जब मैंने यहाँ पे
I was determined not to give up, however.
रह ही नहीं
That
सकता ना ये
Sheriff
गेम
Plummer seemed quite the despicable
कुछ ना कुछ
character.
होता ही है
When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
एक सेकंड टेक द एलिवेटर व्हाई नॉट दिस इज मच बेटर
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
डेंजर हाँ वैसे तो बहुत स्लो है और आवाज भी कर रहा है बहुत
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
क्यों 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 ऑल टैब होता है मेरा स्क्रीन फ्रीज हो गया था अब ठीक है नीचे आना है ओके बॉस फाइट Henry Plummer.
This day is just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
अरे भाई शॉटगन लेके गलती किया मैंने
Bastard! I'm going all medieval on your ass.
I can't peek him तो वो मार ही देगा वैसे
Take this cocksucker out!
कहाँ गया ये कहाँ गया वो कहाँ गया वो? क्या मैं
Gonna blow you into next week, boy!
ऊपर ही फोड़ दिया मैंने वो. ये भी ऊपर फोड़ दिया मैंने. Let's go.
So that's
ये
how
वाला
Henry
अच्छा था.
Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
69 again. Nice.